Time to talk winners and losers on Wall Street with financial expert Rob Black, who joins us, as always, to help us understand what we're seeing on the street. Rob, good morning. I was just checking Brent crude oil prices, $110 a barrel right now, highest price since 2011. So not great news on that front, but it looks like the U.S. markets are bouncing back. The Dow up almost 600 points right now.
Yeah, I would take any daily movements as a grain of salt right now until the Ukraine situation gets resolved, either in a week or in 3 months, is my political analysis. We're going to have moves up. We're going to have moves down. Oil, once it hits about $125 a barrel, it'll put a big break on the world consumption, as it'll be a lot of pain in the pump, pain in airline tickets and such. So high oil tends to take care of itself. It curbs excesses of the inflating price, but not everything goes away. And it's not, that doesn't mean all clear. Saudi Arabia said they're not going to increase production. Shame on them, because they could have helped the world, but they're going to capitalize off of it for right now. Better news than everything that's going on in Ukraine, in my opinion, is China said they're thinking about rolling back their zero COVID policy. And you're seeing news like free pancake day at IHOP today, which means COVID is starting to relax all around the world. And we want to travel. And rock, scissors, paper, opening up world economies is going to be more important long-term than Ukraine, Russia, and the price of oil. But that's tough to say right now because it's dramatic. People are dying.
Yeah. But
if I were investing for a year or 2 years from now, I'd be excited. If I'm investing for the next month or 3 months, I don't know what the hell's going on. Interesting note, Ford is separating their EV and their gas units. Maybe for a spinoff of electric vehicles. That would be very, very smart. Staples, utilities, and healthcare stocks are doing well, but not today, because like you said, there's a rotation to speculation. But if you're afraid of speculation, if you get cancer, you're going to go to your doctor. You need food, you need healthcare, you need utilities over your head. So there's ways to invest in times like this. Just throwing that out there for you. Salesforce had a great quarter. Jerome Powell's talking to Congress today. And no Batman for Russia, which I find kind of interesting, seeing the sanctions and how they're playing out and not playing out inside of Russia.
Wow, yeah, and it looks like tech companies, too, also taking a stance against Russia as well. You're talking about like Google, Apple doing some things.
Yeah, you know, we live in the Bay Area. We're a Bay Area news station, so let's talk Bay Area. Tech giants, Apple, Google, and Tesla are all in the news. Sanctions on financials inside of Russia means no Apple Pay, no Google Pay. That's pretty small. But Apple has taken the further step to say no sales in Russia, which is interesting. But even more interesting is Apple and Google have started blocking apps that are tied towards Russia Today, which is like the big news media organization out of Russia for sending false information around. So that's fascinating that we can cut off their apps. Other news, no map data. So Google and Apple aren't providing map data so that Russia can't see where Ukrainians are fleeing. And that's again, a sign of the times. It's a weird Black Mirror moment where technology becomes dystopian. No restaurant reviews. Google's got a lot of restaurant reviews in Russia, and Ukrainians are sneaking on and saying, oh, I love the steak here, but Putin sucks. So they're trying to cut down on the political propaganda through review sites, which is, again, fascinating. The good news is Tesla's Elon Musk is out there, and he's saying, you know, if you want satellite terminals, he brought a whole truckload of them to Ukraine. Good PR, good thing to bring information, internet services to Ukraine at this point in time. That's my political commentary.
Okay, good enough. Speaking of Apple, by the way, they just sent out an invite this morning. We'll have to keep an eye out. March 8th, so next Tuesday, they're going to have a media event. They're speculated maybe they're going to introduce some low-cost 5G iPhone or a new iPad or anything else. So we'll see what happens next week with that. But let's talk TikTok. So did I read right? They're looking to try and expand now the length of their videos as a way of taking on YouTube of all companies?
Yeah, it's fascinating because YouTube is bigger in advertising than ABC, NBC, CBS put together. Like that's stunning. If Google were to spin off YouTube, I'd buy YouTube as my media play for the rest of my life, or we'll say that for now. But as TikTok grows up, they're saying short form, 30 seconds, 15 seconds turns into a minute. Now they're trying to push it to 10 minutes, whereas YouTube is trying to push it, and Facebook's trying to push Reels down to like that 1 minute instant satisfaction kind of video consumption. I'm too old to really comment on this, so I turn to my kids. They love TikTok. But short form media, when you're doing 1 minute bursts, not as important as 10-minute media, not as important as 1 hour media. I watch 90% of my television at night on YouTube at this point in time, watching the concerts that are all big and hip out there that are online. 21 Pilots, for instance, I watched last night, whole concert out of Dallas. And they hit me a couple times with advertisements. So everyone's meeting in the middle. Everyone's meeting in the middle. There's convergence in technology. Long form's trying to get shorter, short form's trying to get longer. YouTube had 288 billion, I'm sorry, I got that number all wrong.
No, yeah.
But hyper short versus long form. TikTok, 15 seconds moving to 60 seconds.
Yeah.
YouTube and Instagram are on watch here because TikTok really has the momentum of young kids, and young kids tend to age into their technology.
Yeah.
So Facebook and YouTube are looking a little bit on the stale side per se.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll see what they find in the middle. What's that magic number of length for videos that makes them the most money? Because in the end, that's all they really care about, how much money they can make.
And the big question, James, is
our
what are your
eyeballs.
kids watching?
TikTok.
Yep.
TikTok.
So,
And it's just a constant scroll. It's like they're addicted to what the next video might be, next video might be, next video might be. They get that one 60-second hit and they move on to the next one.
and they don't even know what Facebook or Meta is.
Yeah, I know. We're getting old. All right, 9:21 is the time. Thank you very much, Rob. And keep those comments and questions and topics coming. Rob loves to talk about them here on the morning show. So Facebook, Twitter, reach out to him there. You can email him directly with whatever questions you'd like him to answer. Rob@robblack.com.